you know where we're at already. We are at the hunting lodge. It's another glorious day out here. We're getting into a little bit of casing today. I've shown it many times on the channel, but I'm showing you one today that I'm really surprised that we're using. Let's just put it that way. I showed at the last video at the very end kind of the samples and mock-ups. We gave them as like choices, and the one they went with actually kind of shocked me. But they asked for these samples and we're giving them what they want. I'm obviously biased, right? I'm a trim guy. I like big, beautiful built-up trim, and I get it. This is a ranch house. This isn't some like Georgian or federal home that we're, you know, stacking a bunch of moldings, but I would like something a little chunkier. If you didn't see the last video, I'll show you the samples that we've got, and I'll show you what they went with, and we'll get into some of it. All right, here's where I kind of set up my little samples, and you can see we've got a 1-inch thick window stool with a 1x4 and a 1x2 back band. We got our 1/4-inch reveal on our jamb there and a 1x4 apron. Personally, this was my first choice. My second choice would have been this. Apron and stool are the same. There's just no back band on the 1x4. And then we have obviously our jamb on this one too with a 1/4-inch reveal. And let me show you what we're gonna do. So for all the windows, we are going to do this. That's our window right there. We're not going to do any trim on the window. It's just going to have drywall return all the way around. And then for our doors, we are going with this guy right here. This is a 2 1/4-inch just flat stock. That is going to go on all the doors. So everywhere you see a white oak door, it'll have a rift white oak casing like that, just a flat stock. And everywhere you see a paint grade door, we're going to have just like a piece of Windsor, kind of dark in here. Let me see if I can adjust that. With the only exception being this bunk room, we are gonna have 1x4s as casing in here. Now you know what they say, don't knock it till you try it. So I'm gonna throw one up. I just thought it would be like a chunkier piece, but we'll see. No, but it should be fine. I mean, designers, they know what they're doing. Let's start with this one right here. We got some nice lighting in here. Get a good look at it. So I'll just measure up from the floor up to the bottom edge of my header and just add a 1/4. Same. For my header, I just measure inside to inside and add a 1/2 inch. So we're at 35 1/4. We're gonna go 35 3/4. And what I'll usually do is I'll write it down like on each leg and the header. And then if I'm not the one cutting, the cut man can just come by, look at this, make his list, and I can just keep measuring. In this case, I am the one cutting, but I still just keep my methods the same. I can just look there and see everything that I need to cut. So with that, let's go rip this down and cut them up. Since I can only fit one pocket screw in this small profile, I'm going to move my clamp over to the toe of the miter there and then shoot it from the top. This casing is almost thin enough where I can just shoot it into my stud without shooting it into my jam, but I still like to just pop one in the jam and really lock that in. All right, smallest casing I've ever done. The reason I like a chunkier molding, especially with the back band, is that one thing that I think a lot of people miss is when you have your base, like we're using a 1x8 base, that's going to run into that casing I just installed. It's going to be the same thickness. So those are going to have to be like dead on, and we're going to have to spend a lot of time making sure that they're flush. And that's fine. I mean, we'll do it. But when you have the back band, you can just run it up to it, even if it's not exact. It's going to look good. It's going to give you that transition, that separation. But it's fine. It's just, I don't know, kind of modernish for what I'm thinking.